1, 2, 3, go. That's Monday.
Okay, so let's hold up. So we're live on YouTube. We are talking about homeschooling at home. And so different parents are having to teach their kids.
Mhm.
I'm kind of lucky because I've been a teacher many years.
Mhm.
And so
21 years.
yeah, and so what we want to do is go through this story. I want you to read out loud. And as we're doing this, I may intervene and clarify and ask him to retell in different ways so that we can have a good understanding of what's happening. So start with the title of the story real loud.
1, 2, 3, go. Last Monday, 10 children had a race. The race was on the school playground.
Okay. What's happening in the story?
10 children had a race.
They had a race where? Like what?
On the school playground.
Okay. Go on.
Mr. Pack started the race. He told the children to go stand side by side.
Okay.
Get ready. 1, 2, 3, go, called Mr. Pack. Away went the children. They ran faster and faster. Other children saw them run by. Hurry!
Okay, let's stop at this paragraph. They saw other children run by. So they're talking here. Hey, buddy. It's okay. We also have a toddler that we have to schedule time with him. And so, okay. So Mr. Pack, they talked about Mr. Pack over here. Can you tell us, showed up? Who is he then?
I think he's the principal.
The principal. Okay. I see. They haven't told us, have they?
No.
Okay. So continue reading.
Hurry, hurry, run faster, the other children called out. Luke fell down.
Lupe.
Lupe fell down. Then he could not run again. Pam's shoe came off. He had to stop too. Mr. Pack said May wins the race. Jeff
Okay.
came in second, with Rita after him. Ted was last in the race. How did they go? How did they do in the race? Look at the story again.
Okay. We're done with the story. We're not in a hurry, okay? So one of the things that we want to do also when we're teaching these kids is figuring out how to slow down, because some kids, my son here is 6 years old and he's in kindergarten, but he took to books like water. It's like a duck to water. It's really nice to see that he learned to read so fast and so soon. But one of the problems, or one of the things that you got to look out for, I should say, is that if you have a fast reader like this, you have to start teaching him how to pace him or herself. So you see that he just wanted to keep going, but he hasn't really thought about the story further. Tell me about the story before we continue.
They were in a race and on the school playground, and Mr. Pack started the race.
Okay, and then what happened?
The other
Keep
kid,
talking. Go ahead.
The other kids called out to hurry and run faster.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then and Lupe.
You can look back at the story. It's not. I'm not asking you to guess. You can look back at the story to remember.
And Lupe fell down. Then he could not run again. Pam's shoe came off. She had to stop too. Mr. Pat called May wins the race.
Okay. Hold on. Did everybody just kind of have accidents? What happened to Lupe again?
He fell down.
Okay, then what?
Pam's shoe came off.
Oh wow. So one fell down, the shoe came off. How many kids were there?
10.
10 kids, okay. So then how many kids, who came in first and what happened?
May came in first.
May came in first. Okay. Good job. All right. And again, who was Mr. Pack?
He might have been the principal.
The principal. Why do you say the principal? Think about the times when you do activities at school. Who do you do them with? Do you do them with the principal? If you had a race at school, would you do them with the principal?
Yeah.
Is that usually who you have races with?
Well, I don't have races like a race with my principal, but maybe my school when I get back in, maybe we could have a race.
Right, but what I'm asking you is to figure out who Mr. Pack is, because you're telling me it's the principal. But if I remember correctly, whenever we do activities like this, like races and things, I don't know that it's the principal that does it with you.
It's the teacher.
Oh, okay. See, so that is called inferencing. Inferencing, Nash, inferencing is when you think about, even though in the story they didn't tell you who Mr. Pack is, they told you that he was with kids and he helped manage the race that was going on. So that's called inferencing. So what you do is that you start to think about, okay, so they didn't tell me exactly who Mr. Pack was, but I'm going to think about when I go to school, and if I do races with the kids, who do I do them with? Do I really do them with the principal? No. So you think back to your past experience, and that's called inferencing. Okay? Unless they told us that it was the principal, we're not going to guess it's the principal because that's not what happens in most times. You're going to stop with this. That's not what happens with most times. You usually do it with someone like the teacher. So I'm gonna make the inference that it was Mr. Pack as the teacher. Okay? Go ahead and read the question.
How did they do in the race? Look at the story again. Read the names on the lines.
Oh, okay. And then it says first, second, next, and last. Oh, so they want you to put them
In order.
right. Okay, I think you know that. So go ahead and underline in the story where you found those answers.
May.
Well, where you found the answer. What does this say?
Wins the race.
Okay, so May wins the race.
And then Jeff came second.
Here.
Then Rita after him. And then Ted was last in the race.
Okay, so another strategy that I'm doing here with him is even at home, we practice this. This is practice at school, and this is something that starts being taught in maybe first, second grade, which is to underline where we found the answers. And so what I'm having him do, another way to slow down his reading, is that he is going to underline for me where he found the answer, unless it was inferencing, like I said with Mr. Pack. He's going to underline where he found the answer. So the questions ask who came first, second, next, and last. So he's underlining here in the story, May wins the race, Jeff came in second, Rita after him, and Ted was last in the race. Okay, so go ahead and answer the question. It's a way for them to prove where they found their answer, but also it's a way to get them to slow down because someone like him, he is in a hurry to finish. So we're trying to get him to slow down and think about the story more deeply. And also, while we're doing this, I am also helping him with his handwriting because he is not only writing scribble scrabble as he normally does, he is writing his, go ahead. He is writing his words correctly in the line. And so we're practicing that. We're practicing the handwriting at the same time. Go ahead, buddy. There you go, kid. Eat. We're all eating a little more lately.
Is this good for handwriting?
Yeah. So because I'm checking him, this is the handwriting that he is being able to do. Go ahead and finish. So May 1st, Jeff 2nd,
Rita, then Ted.
then Ted, okay?
No. I usually do the circle first for D's and B's
Oh, okay.
and A's. So it would look better.
Let's not reverse it then.
Could look like that.
Right. Go on. Read the question. Start at the top.
Which one is right? Put a check mark by it. What is the story about? Mr. Park's playground, a boat race, children in a race, children in a race. Hold on, I'm gonna answer that, but I gotta get back.
Okay, so yesterday we talked about main idea and details. This is again something that we've been learning about, and I gave him several examples about main idea. When a question comes up like this, what's the story mostly about? That's talking about main idea. So that's something I went over with him, and so he is more prepared to answer it. So read it one more time, please.
What was this story? What is this story about? Mr. Pack's playground, a boat race, children in a race. I'm gonna read this one more time because I love reading. What is the story about? Mr. Pack's playground, a boat race, children in a race. And I was also preparing my brain for it.
Yes. Okay. So what do you think it is?
Children in a race.
Why is it not B? Read B to me.
A boat race.
Why is it not that?
Because there was children in a race. See, 10 children had a race.
Okay. But why is it not about a boat?
Because this one has boat, and they're not doing a boat race with their paper boats on the water.
So what I wanted to hear you say, and I think you kind of said it, is there's not boats in this story, is there?
No.
Okay, let's hear about the next one.
When was the
No. A. The other one that was not correct.
Mr. Pack's playground? This one isn't right because it's not actually about Mr. Pack's playground, because you might have thought it was, but it's not, because the main idea is a race and not Mr. Pack's playground.
It's about a race, but they don't say in the story that the playground belongs to Mr. Pack?
No.
No? Okay. So this method is lengthy. You notice that I'm asking more questions each time. It's really important that that at the beginning this is good. This is a good practice to get him to automatically do this, to automatically think through each question, because what he tends to do is that he tends to
Speed through it.
well, speed through it, but really he thinks he knows what the answer is, and he will just go ahead and answer it and will not look at the other choices. And it's a really good test-taking strategy for sure for them to be able to look through all of them and to analyze the answers. So go ahead, buddy. Go ahead and read the next one.
These.
Go ahead and read the next one.
When was the race? Last Monday, last night, last Sunday. When was the race? Last Monday, last night, last Sunday. When was the race? Last Monday, last night, last Sunday.
Okay, so find in the story where they told you when the race was.
Last Monday.
Ooh, at the beginning of the story it says last Monday, so we're underlining that. Go ahead.
So Not this one.
Not last night, not last Sunday, but it was last Monday. Good job. Go ahead.
Who watched the race? Children, fathers, mothers. Children,
Okay.
fathers, mothers.
Who watched the race? Go into the story and find out, underline who watched the race. Prove it.
The other children saw them run by.
What? Can you read that out loud? The sentence?
Other children saw them run by.
Okay.
So that's who was watching them.
So who was watching them?
Children.
Children. Okay, so why couldn't it have been fathers or mothers?
Because this was at their school.
Oh.
And fathers and mothers might have to be working.
So fathers and mothers aren't usually at school during the day, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
But you sometimes go to my room for Spanish reading and center.
Yeah. Now I know this can be time consuming, but what I'm doing also is getting academic conversations going with them. That is really helpful. Go on.
Why did Pam start running? She fell. She saw her friend. Her shoe came off.
No.
So
what?
why did Pam start running? Her shoe came off. She saw her friend. She fell. So there's nothing about falling or friends.
Okay, so go to the paragraph where her shoe came off and see what they talk about. Read the whole paragraph.
Lupe fell down. Then he could not run again. Pam's shoe came off.
Keep going.
He had to stop too. Mr. Pat called, May wins the race.
Okay. So if you remember, and then if you look through that paragraph, you saw that the other choices didn't work, right? What were the other choices?
She fell, she saw her friend.
Oh, none of that. Her shoe came off. Okay.
Who stopped running before the race was over? 2 girls, a boy and a girl, 2 boys. I'm just gonna rethink what I saw. Lupe and...
Okay, so go find it in the story, because we're not going to guess.
Lupe and Pam.
What?
Lupe and Pam.
Why Lupe and Pam?
Because I underlined them.
Read it. Read. Why?
Lupe fell down. Then he could not run again. Pam's shoe came off. She had to stop too.
Oh, okay. So she had to stop too, kind of tells me that both of them stopped. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
she
why-
had to stop too. So who
what I-
stopped? Lupe and
Pam.
Pam. So which choice is
A
it?
boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. Good job.
How many children ran to the end of the race? 10, 9, 8.
Ooh, good question. So you have to do some math to figure that out. How many started? Start with that.
10.
10 children had a race. Okay.
The race. So Lupe fell down.
That leaves how many?
9.
9. Okay. 9.
Pam's shoe came off, so that
8.
leaves 8.
Okay. Go on.
So that means there was 8.
Okay. Were there nobody else that stopped?
Nope.
Okay. So then there's a choice. How many children ran to the end of the race?
8.
And that was 8. I think that's the end of that story, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There's more questions. Who came before Rita? Find out who came in before Rita.
Jeff came in second, so Rita after him.
Oh, so Jeff before him. I mean, Jeff before her. So who came before Rita? No. Look, A, Jeff, B, Ted, C. Okay, this is an example of him going too fast and not paying attention. So let me show you what I mean. So right now he just tried to mark this because he thought that was Jeff. But you see that the space for Jeff is over here. That's an example of training training him to slow down and pay attention to what he's looking at before he answers the question.
Who won the race? Rita, Jeff, May. May wins the race.
Here you go. Here, play with the toys. Play with the toys. Play with these toys. Read it loud, Dash.
What?
Read it loud.
Draw lines to match these.
Okay, so wait. You answered this one without me. If you hurry, you are what?
Quick.
Okay, you're not sad and you're not happy. You're quick. Okay.
Draw lines to match these. To go very fast.
To go very fast is to do what?
Hurry.
To hurry. Okay, go on.
Goes on a foot. Shoe.
Okay.
After first.
The third one. You skipped number 3. Do you see? Do you see? You skipped number 3. Go. Read it.
Place to learn.
A place to learn.
School.
A school. Correct.
After first. Second.
All right. Keep going.
Looked at.
Looked at.
Watched.
Watched.
Made it beginning.
Made it begin.
Made it begin. Started.
Started. Okay.
Name of day. Monday.
Monday.
Set to go. Ready.
Ready. Okay. Keep going. You don't need to take a lot of time on that. At the end.
At the end. Last. Oops. I'll just go this way. Last. A place to play. Playground. A game to see who can go fast.
That would be a what? Say it.
Race.
All right. We're going to stop right here. This was the... Can you stop making that noise?
Yes,
This was the lesson 1, 2, 3, go. It's lesson 4 in this book that we just bought a few months back at the store at Barnes & Noble. But it is a first grade level book, even though my son is kindergarten. He is able to do this kind of work. So another thing to remember is that kids are at different places academically and within their skill level. So just see where your kid is at. If your kid is, for example, in second grade, but maybe needing to do work at a first grade level, then do some first grade level work, or vice versa. If your kid is in kindergarten and you think he can be challenged by a first or second grade text, then use that. So anyway, I hope
this.
You like this?
Challenge. I'm going for the challenge.
Do you like this?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you for watching another one of our live videos. I hope this has helped. Thank you very much. What do you say, Nashi?
Thank you very much for watching. Can we do